Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Zvezda. And this is quite interesting model. It comes in 1/35 scale. It's a Su-76M, and as you remember, we just recently reviewed the well-known kit from Tamiya in the same scale. Well, here we get the new tool release, which will be available for a way more reasonable price, and we have it as a, let's say, sample which was purchased with your help, so that's why it will be interesting to see what is actually offered here and why this kit will be a good choice for some of you. So first of all, I have to note that the box size is, it's noticeably bigger than what we have on the Tamiya release, and here you can see comparison with my hand. We have also quite nice box art here, and kit number is 3662. You will see it also in the name of this video review. And also we have here several assembly options as far as I remember, but we will get to it when we will be checking the assembly manual. So here you can also see the some information about the manufacturer, safety advices, and info about the kits. There are 343 parts, which should assemble into a model with a 14.3 centimeters length, which is not that large even in 1/35 scale. And then here on the side you'll also find the paint numbers in Tamiya and Zvezda designations, and also decals map. I'm not sure why Zvezda always does this, because, well, I'm not sure who needs this with actually decals map. Here we continue also with some other kits in the same scale. We reviewed some of them, so in case you are interested, you can find it easily on our YouTube channel, and they are also quite decent kits for their price, so definitely worth checking. And just like any other Zvezda kit, this one is sealed with a tape, so that's why I'm going to use the knife in order to cut through it. And well, this is the color printed sleeve. It does not provide any protection. What we have here is the cardboard box, which is actually storing all the parts, but what we forgot is the rear part of the box. So here we have the history note, as you can see, and also pictures of the finished model. So it looks quite decent for this scale. We also get some interior parts, we get some external accessories in form of the Pioneer tools and even this tarp. So it might be a good choice for those who don't want to spend a lot of money just because of the brand name. So let's open it. And here's what we have inside. And straight away, before we start this review, because all the plastic bags are sealed, I will be cutting them in the meantime, I would like to say that I will not be doing the direct comparison with Tamiya. You can check the video by yourself. There are also photos available. You can find them in the video description of the Tamiya kit, obviously, and there you'll find a link to the review article, which is usually published with our kits. And we are going to start with the sprue D. This one is provided in 2 pieces. Here you can see them, and I think we can leave only one because there is no point to show the same set of parts. Maybe I'll also open the lenses a bit so that it will be better visible. So what we have here is the drivetrain parts, as you can see, and those drivetrain parts are actually quite nice. They're molded in this dark olive plastic. We also get the track sections here. Note that the rubber elements of the road wheels, they are pre-molded, so you won't be able to paint them separately, and here it's better to source some maybe templates, circular templates, which will give you a better result. And just to give you a better understanding of what we have here, you can now check it in a zoomed in view. So overall molding quality looks fine. Let's flip over this sprue, and here we can see what we have inside. Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, now you can see that we have the guiding elements where it's necessary. We also have the separate suspension arms here. So overall it looks like a decent offering for a 1/35 scale. Next we continue with the sprue E. this one is noticeably bigger because here we get more parts. It's actually a mix of various elements. So let's zoom out even more, and now you should be able to see what we are talking about here. So I can see that we have some parts for the superstructure. We also have the main barrel, and fortunately it is molded as a single piece part, so here you don't have to join two pieces together. Also, we have some Pioneer tools. Here we get them molded together with the clamps, and straight away we go here. So maybe let's zoom in. As you can see, it's a muzzle brake which should be glued out of two hulls, so here you won't be able to avoid it unless you get some aftermarket, and I would recommend to do so because this kit definitely deserves a better metal barrel. And here you can also notice this tarpaulin folded down, and also some parts for the main gun because, well, the gun bridge will be visible on the finished model, so it's definitely worth, I would say, working a bit on all these additional parts which are included here out of the box. In the meantime, I will open the second plastic bag. It's also sealed, and it is also out of dark green color. I think there are already available aftermarket metal barrel sets for Su-76M, and it doesn't have to be made specifically for Zvezda plastic. So just check if it will be fitting the overall design and parts division of this kit, and I think you would be completely fine. Next we continue with sprue A. I was looking for the letter. Well, here it's quite tricky to find the letter. If you will try to search for it right now, you will not get it because it's here. And as you can see, it is molded on this solid piece of plastic, so that's why it's not that easy to see. But still, everything looks really good. We also have some pre-molded handles here, which might be another thing to upgrade on your kit, because it's these fine features actually make your model even more engaging in appearance. And here you can check it from the opposite side. We have even the Zvezda logo here. Maybe it's worth zooming in as well, so just give me a second. Okay, so now we can take a closer look at these lower hull panels. This is the floor panel, and here we have also some parts for the ammo compartment, and here is the ammo itself. It's really cool that it comes as a single piece part, but again, some modders would prefer to have it as separate pieces, because this way they will be able to replicate the consumed ammo rounds as well, or ammo shells. But well, you can also get some aftermarket which will help you with that. Next we continue with another plastic sprue. This one is actually the last one. It's a sprue B, and here we get more of the hull parts, as you can notice. Again, pretty much the same design. We also get the towing cable here, also track links, and maybe again it would be worth zooming in and checking everything in a closer view. So again, it's I would say it's a matter of taste whether you prefer such towing cables or you would rather have them as a just the separate loops and the metal wire combined. But the pre-shaped design makes it easier to assemble, so it's, I would say, beginner friendly, so definitely a good thing. And here you can see also the track links and some of the hull parts as well. So everything looks quite nice. I can see that some of the hatches are molded separately, but do not forget that we do not get the interior here. So in case you plan to open some of the hatches, you will have to think how to make them a bit more realistic in appearance, because otherwise it will be just an emptiness inside. And next, in the meantime, I was searching for the separate plastic bag which is dedicated to the decals and clear plastic frame. So first of all, let's check the clear frame. It is really small because we do not have a lot of clear parts here, and as you can see, molding quality is really good. I'm not sure if we will actually get the masking templates here, because Zvezda is not famous for this, and in this case you'll have to get some aftermarket masks in order to get a really nice paint work on your vehicle in case you prefer to have it. And here we continue with the decal sheet. So this one is not that huge as you can see, but we still get a lot of symbols for several marking options. Well, we have different numbers, so it definitely hints on at least 4 markings. And of course you can also try to replicate it with your own templates and white paint, but it will take some time. And usually Zvezda decals are quite fun to work with. I did not have any issues with them, so definitely something to try on your model as well. Next we continue with the marking guide. So here I'm zooming out and maybe also closing the lenses a bit so that it won't be that bright for you. Okay, now you can see that here we have the color printed marking guide for 4 marking options, and they are shown in form of these profiles. These are classic green vehicles, so someone might say it's nothing special, but this is what was used for Su-76. At least here we get the idea for the winter camouflage. And again, nobody stops you from getting some aftermarket set, which will help you copy something different from out of the box version, but obviously it will cost some extra money, so it's your decision whether you would like to go this way. Next we continue with the assembly manual. So here we should zoom out a bit more, because this assembly manual is printed in black and white format. We have the short history note on the first page, also some safety advices and tips on how to work with the plastic kit. Next we see the parts map. As usual, Zvezda does not show which parts are left unused, so it's something to pay attention, because you might end up with using the wrong part, and that would be a shame because it won't be exactly the version you would like to copy. So assembly process starts with the lower hull section. Here you install various I would say structure elements, because as I said before, we do not get the full interior, so it's more of things which ensure the overall rigidity of this hull. And as you can see, we also get to install this ammo inside the hull, because it will be visible through the open fighting compartment. Next we continue with the road wheels, drive sprockets, suspension parts, tracks. With the tracks you will also work with the separate links, as you can see. So for this, manufacturer recommends to use the ruler in order to let's say align all of the tracks together. So simple assembly jig, let's say it this way. Next we continue with the separate side skirt, and then we proceed with various external equipment which is placed on this vehicle. Next page is dedicated to the main gun. So here we have a lot of parts to install and glue together, and maybe it would be a good idea to think through how to paint all of this stuff, because obviously some of these items will not be reachable once you get them into the right spot. And the final steps, as you can see, involve the glacis plate or the frontal armor, and also the gun cover. And again, I remind you that it might be worth getting the metal barrel for this model. Here you can see one more page with the steps, so these were not the last ones, because we also get the hatches installation. So the driver's hatch can be open, and again, there will be emptiness, so if you have the driver's figurine, then it might be useful. If not, then I'm not sure why you would open it. And also we get some Pioneer tools to install on the vehicle, so that's also a nice touch in this scale. So overall, we get a really nice release in a 1/35 scale. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this release. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.